As it was made mostly by whole women at the time in the 1920s, the 18th century, and the 17th century. It was known as the poor man desserts. So after they finish farm on the weekend, they will make what we classified as blue dry, otherwise known as dukuno. But it has several names. It was found mostly in West Africa. So when it was taken to from West Africa, when it came to Jamaica, we use a thing called taya. That was what the natives that was living there at the time used. It's classified taya, but we call it taya leaf because it grow in a round leaf shape, and it grow close to the riverside. It mostly look like yellow yam. I was trying to get it to show you. It mostly look like yellow yam. But we use the one that we're making today is using green banana, sweet potato, and cornmeal. Refined cornmeal was not introduced to this until in the late 40s, when the yellow cornmeal was used. Before the yellow cornmeal was used, it was mostly using the grated corn. They will dry the corn out in the sun for days, and then they will grate it so it becomes very dry and brittly to hold the texture together. Because when you use the ground provision with the sweet potato, it needs something to kind of stabilize it. I have a friend that call the tire leaf blue draws dukuno, several different names. They call it tie-up. And the reason why they call it tie-up, because it was made mostly by old people. So then we say old people use them drawstring and tie it up. So today we're not using no drawstring, we're using butcher twine. So it's that's why it become the name blue draws. You're right. That's why they call it blue draws. You're right. So you'll realize that the culture of it have modernized over the last 100 years. Because in West Africa, it's most used by the sweet potato, the coconut, and this is the coconut that they would have used. The dry coconut. So they will grate it, but when they grate it that time, they will use a grater like this, but this is what we'll classify this as the modern grater. Before this grater, is the one that they use, it look like the one that they use, you know, the wash tub grater, that's the one. So when they come from market and they sit and they rub and they sing and they rub, that's the grater that they would have used at that time. So that grater, sometime when they get the tire leaf, you're gonna find, one time I say, Mama, this apartheid too, the fingernail rub off in it. So, when you make it, our fingernail with a rubber off in it, Mama said, for sure you say a real grater. So when the grater is too sharp, it would have rubbed down your nails, really. So they would have grated the potato, the green banana, the coconut. They will use several different ground provision they can use. But now we are in Canada, so I use what I could get. So we have some right here boiling right now. So you guys going to be sampling too. In this water, to be honest, when they were making it that time, the only thing that they would have added to it is straight water, sugar, and it's not refined sugar that they would have used. Because at the time there was no refined sugar available to them. You know the boiled copper pot sugar? That's the wet sugar. That's what, because that's what I see my grandmother use. She said, boy, I go grab the jar, come. That's the jar with the wet sugar. So you know, when you open that, it have a strong rum smell and the top part crystallize. So this is where we started. But how I do it when I'm doing it, because sometimes my sister normally use some coconut milk in it. So what I normally do is modern time, I was a great time no coconut. I use coconut powder. I don't have no wet sugar with crystal, so I use the regular sugar that you get in the store. Then in this one, we have nutmeg in it, we have cinnamon. This is what a lot of people will not tell you. This is our, when they talk about Jamaican desserts, if it don't have our official almond, it's not a Jamaican dessert. You know the yellow almond? Not the one that you get in the store, that is processed. This one is the raw yellow almond that you make it. So I get this one shipped from home 3 to 4 times a year. I'll get 1 dozen of these from the lady who make them and get them up. Then I'm using our vanilla. Our vanilla is the Benjamin. So this is what we grew up on. This company is over 100-year-old company, the Benjamin vanilla. I have the vanilla bean, but I said I never wanted to look too modernized because that time we never have access to vanilla bean. Right. Then we use, you see Mama, she will use the cinnamon bark. The cinnamon bark is the one that you take off the cinnamon tree. She will go there and she'll scrape it with the cutlass, with the point of the cutlass. Then she use the machete point and she make like a square, come back down and make a square. Then she use the tip and peel it. So I asked her why she always do that. She said because if you hollow it out, you damage the tree if you go too far in. Said that way the tree will heal itself. So with this one now back home, what we have done, these is a few years old. I don't use them. She died, and this is some of the last chocolate that she made. And I have a few dozen that over I keep. These are the natural chocolate. So the blue jars, you make the blue jars and you use the chocolate for it to drink, either hot or cold. That time, they're not going to have regular ice. Because you know refrigeration was introduced in the later years. So that time what they would have done is to put the chocolate, if you want it cold, is to dig a hole and then put it in the jar itself. You know those glass jar where they call and they said then put Thunderbolt rock. You know Thunderbolt rock? No. It's it's something that keep the thing cool. Oh. Yeah. Thank you very much.
What did she say?
She's out. You've been around a long time, man. You're from
what did she say?
She's Jamaican. Yes, Travelina. Jamaica. So, it's that time there was no real ice. So when the ice introduced that time, they go and said, go buy Pega ice. Oh. I'm not so old, but I do a lot of research when I'm publishing a book. So I did a lot of research when my grandmother was alive, and I have a lot of things that is written down that for the history to live on. So they say go and buy a Pega ice. So they will come and say Pega ice, so then get the sawdust and cover it. Cover it, make a cocoon, and then they bury it in the banana trash, and then throw the dirt on it. Say have it for days, weeks. Country life. Oh yeah. So this is where everything here. But when normally we're making our thing there, if I'm making it for a traditional purpose, I will use the grated coconut. The reason why I use the grated coconut, because it's good when it has some trash in it. It gives it a nice, I don't peel the coconut because that brown texture gives you an added layer of flavor. And if you peel the brown texture off, when you're cooking it, that custard, not the secret of the farm, will not form because that the brown part of the custard part. You ever do dip and fall back when you make it? You know what's dip and fall back, right?
No.
I forgot to do a show in that one.
No dip and fall back.
What's dip and fall?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Run down.
Oh, run down.
Run, but they said depend far back is the whole.
Trinidad buffet is different.
So you'd have used the all the coconut, the brown and everything to make sure you get this. You realize it forming the custard. This is
Could
what
we
you're
see?
looking
Could we
for,
see?
the custard.
Oh yeah.
So it's good when you have this custard. The flavor, when it bubble, when it with the caramel and you know it's cooked, it create that rich cream. This not,
You use it mackerel. Don't forget, you know,
you're not,
country you come from.
so you use that now, so the custard of it now, you skim it off. So you salt mackerel. You enjoy. But alright now we're going to make some. When we're making it,